Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're making my sister's biscuit recipe. And this is my first time doing it. She's over here coaching. And we got everything wrote down over here that tells me what I need to have. I'll try to do this so y'all can read it. And I'm going to have her help me, but it says I need preheat oven to 450. Okay, so preheat your oven to 450. These are pretty good biscuits. That's why we're doing it. Okay, she's got everything pre-measured for me. It says that we need 3 cups of self-rising flour. Yep, self-rising flour. Here's 1 cup. Them city folk be wasting these bags, boy. Woo, I'm just telling you. Okay. And this one has 2 cups in it. So we got to put it in there first, in the bottom of the bowl. And then she said I needed to add the butter. Let me get this butter knife. I'm gonna chop them up in little, like I'm gonna open the thing and I'm gonna try to make it into smaller pieces so it don't take so long to knead it. Knead it means to mix it up with your hands or this kneader. You ever seen a kneader? Okay. You want cold butter now. You're supposed to have cold butter, and this butter's cold. It's fresh out of the refrigerator. And we need 3/4 of a cup, which is a stick and a half for you fellers that's gonna try this. Uh, just cut it up in little squares like that. Throw it in there. And then you got to do another half of a stick. And next time she comes down, I'm going to make her show us how to make rolls. She makes some real good rolls. And I'll have her, help me with that recipe. And I'm going to add this recipe and the roll recipe to the cookbook if we ever get it started. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut little pieces, keep cutting little pieces. I like to throw that in the floor. Now, see, the reason my biscuits turn out different every time, because I make mine a little different. I just put some flour in a bowl, some lard and stuff, and go to mixing it. That says it's about a half. We might be just a dab over, but we're not, we're not doing too much scientific work here. Okay. Let me get the butter off this knife. All right. Well, I'm going to put it on the kneader. Now, in a minute, my hands are clean. I promise. I'll get in here and kindly, fold this together. Hold on a minute. Okay. Now, I'm just going to take this and start pushing it through the butter and the flour till it chops it up and mixes it up to like a ball type thing. I'm just going to keep mashing it and mixing it together. You can do this with your hand if you choose to, but I'd rather do it with this. I don't know what this is called. I call it a kneader, but that's may not be what it is. If it ain't, you got Google, look it up. Okay, I'm going to do this until the butter and flour is equally incorporated, where you can't see big gobs of butter. You can stir it with it, stuff like that. And you want to get your butter as evenly distributed as you can. Don't be looking at my bald head. What? Women, don't be looking at my bald head. I identify as a full head of hair kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay, this is pretty much mixed. As you can see, it's little balls. Okay, when you get at that point, lay your kneader to the side. And it says dry ingredients. It says I got to add the salt. It's got salt, sugar, and tartar. How much of each is there? Let's see. Half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of cream of tartar, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. Because we're maintaining our figures. See, I got mine up front where I can watch it. Okay, we're going to sprinkle this in there because she done got it all measured out in this little baggie. And don't worry, people, you don't make fun of me. I do it myself. Because I like to have a good time. I like to cook. So I'm going to knead this back together and kind of mix all that stuff in too. You want to put eggs in yours? Huh? No, it's over here. I got eggs over here. Okay, we mixed the dry ingredients together. It says add 1 egg. These are fresh out of a chicken's butt yesterday, right out here. So, well, let's see. We'll get one about this size, and we're gonna crack it in there. There it went. Put that over in the chicken bowl, and then it says add 1 cup of milk. This is milk out of a cow, not a factory. And there it went. Gotta get all that out. Okay. Then it says knead together about 15 times, and okay, we'll do that next. We knead it together, which is kind of stir it together to it forms into a kind of a ball-shaped critter, and you want to chop it through to make sure it's still mixing everything good together. Okay, now I'm gonna take and mash all this out of here that I can. Steal it back off this kneader. Now I'm gonna go in here with my hands and kind of roll it together. In case you don't know what that kneader means, you roll it together like this. But you roll it up like this and try to make it all in one ball. Can't do it one-handed because it can't hold the pot and everything too. So, but once, scrape the sides down, get all the good stuff on the sides. Keep adding it to the ball. Okay, then you got a ball. Get all the dough off your fingers. Now, my kids would eat this raw dough so quick, and I'd be gagging because there's a raw egg in there, and that's just nasty. They gross. I don't know who raised them. I blame their mom for making them, for teaching them to eat raw dough. Because she does it too. I don't know what's wrong with people. Okay. How do I flatten this out without getting my board? Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to grab my board. I got my board. It's my cutting board, but it's a board. I had a towel here. My sister stole it, I'm sure. I gave it to you. Where'd it go? It was hanging on the... There she is, people. See her? See her? She stole my towel. She stole it. See? See what I'm telling you? She stole the towel. Her's criminal. She's that bad element of the family, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if there's ever anybody gonna run from the popo. Okay, I got a little bit of flour here I'm gonna put on my board to keep my dough from sticking to it. See? I'll bring the phone over here and show you. I'm not putting a lot, and as I need to, I'll add a little bit more, but we just wanted to be able to flatten it out. Okay. See, just a little bit of flour, not no big gob. And there's that roll. Oven going on 450. Pay attention. Okay. I'm going to put a little on my fingers so that dough ball won't stick to my fingers as bad. Now, don't overwork your dough. That's how you get tough biscuits. And what I'm going to do is just roll it on the board. And now I got a rolling pin. So, here, hold this. I'm going to roll this out. I'm going to leave it about that thick. And then we're going to cut out biscuits. That thick or this thick? That we're going to do it about 1 inch thick. Be sure you flour your roller too, because if you don't, your dough ball end up stuck to it. So, put a little flour on this thing and just start rolling it out. Roll it one direction, turn your board, roll it in the other direction till you get all about one consistent size. All right, that looks close enough for government work. See? Okay. Now, where's your welfare biscuit cutter? That's what I use. We're going to use her welfare biscuit cutter. Okay, you want to get a pan like this, cookie sheet. And you said you oil it just a little bit, right? What'd you do? There it is. Can't keep up nothing when there's a woman around. You know what I'm saying, guys? You know what I'm saying? You lay it down, and next thing you know, it's gone. We're going to rub a little butter all over his pan. And don't look at my pan funny. It's been used. Mine ain't no shelf princess, so. Rub it in good. We don't want the biscuits to stick. If you want to watch a serious cook, you better change the channel. Now we buttered it. See? Butter. Paula Deen ain't got nothing on me and butter. I got butter all in my hand. But we're going to take my sister's biscuit cutter because us country folk have one. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to use hers because this is her recipe. And we're going to cut out a biscuit and put it on the pan. Leave a little space because they do grow. And it says this is produces 9 to 12 biscuits. It probably won't the way I do it, but I didn't get this belly eating small biscuits. Okay, there's 3. Now, when you get them all cut out, we'll re-knead the dough back together. flatten it back out and see if we can't get a few more biscuits out of it until it's all gone. But see, I'm just pushing them out. But sneak in as close as you can, everywhere you can, to cut your biscuits out. Hold that. It can't be mine.
What is it?
I don't know. It looks like a hair or a piece of wood or something. It probably,
Wood.
it may be a piece of wood off this cutting board. That didn't turn out exactly perfect, but if she wanted it perfect, she should have showed y'all how to do this. Okay, now we got 9. I'm going to re-knead the dough back together because it's cut all to pieces. I'm going to kind of just knead it back together. Put some more flour on it off the board. Take my rolling pin back over and try to get it to about the same thickness as we had it before. And if they ain't as thick, give the thin ones to the children. We deserve more. We put up with them. Okay. I'm going to cut out some more here. Just keep kneading your dough back together as you need to. Our oven preheated. You hear that? Beep, beep, beep. Okay. I think this is going to be the last one, and I got 3, 6, 9, 12. She might know what she's doing. Okay, 12 biscuits. Now, because I'm poor, you know my motto, we don't waste nothing. We're just going to roll this up and kind of just gently flatten it out into a little bitty biscuit, just so she's wrong. This makes 13. Y'all got sisters, you know what I'm going through. Oh, I was saying how sweet and nice you was. How you're such a loving, kind, gentle sister. Okay. The oven is preheated, and it says to slide these bad boys in it. And it says for 10 to 15 minutes. So you all can stand here and listen to me tell her how nice, sweet, loving she is. Or I can let you go, which I'm going to. I'm going to wash this stuff up real quick, get everything cleaned up so when the biscuits come out, you can see them. And I might accidentally, just by accident, find some blackberry jelly. It's been freshly made here lately. And we might put some butter, blackberry jelly on a biscuit, tire it up. I'm just saying we might. Don't get your hopes up. Stay calm. Women, you can make blackberry jelly. Don't get jealous. All right, I'll be right back with you. While we waiting on these biscuits to get done, Miss Sherry, Jeff Thomas's wife, buddy of mine's wife, give me a bunch of stuff that she'd ordered off Temu and got a whole bunch more she thought she was going to. This here's an icing splatter. You just take icing all over a cake and it smooths it. And I was just informed that you can reach underneath the cake and cut it loose and then put the icing all over it. Okay. A tater masher. Everybody needs a good tater masher. Unless you use them nasty instant potatoes, then you aren't be allowed to eat. Okay. I'm going to take this out to show it to you. This here's something else. It's called a meat chopper. Well, I thought it was a paddle boat, but it's not. It's a meat chopper. And this, I guess, from what I can gather now, is see how it's made? You just take that when you're browning meat and you just chop, 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 chop. I thought it was something you stirred with like this, so that tells you right there I ain't seen gadgets. But that's a meat chopper. When you're browning hamburger meat or something, you just chop it up with that. Get you one. Okay, let's add that to the collection over here. I got a whole collection of this stuff. Here is a spoon, and it looks like it was made to be able to get the broth out. See, it's got that little cup sticking up. Well, it's got a hole right here, and I guess that's so you can hold your vegetables in there and pour them out, or pour the broth off of them, so you don't get so much, soppings in your bowl. If you don't know what soppings is, you ain't country. But soppings is the juice that you put your cornbread down in and sop it up. But she gave me this sopping stopper. Okay. And we got this garlic masher. I guess it's a garlic press. You put your piece of garlic in there or whatever, and it just mash it and it squirts out the bottom. Okay. It's Christmas at Mountain Man's house. We're getting fancy today. Here's a little spatula. See, little spatula. We might see if we can't get them biscuits out with this. So we wash it though. Wash it. It come from China. You know what else come from China? So wash it. Okay. And here we got a scraper. It might be an egg turner, but it looks like a scraper, like you do drywall with. But there it is. I guess it's a metal spatula type gadget, but you sure need one of these too. Okay. Then we got, looks like about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rubber tricks. Them spade things that you rub down bowls with, and I guess if you want to, you put icing on the cake, stuff with that too. But we got 5 of them. I'm gonna leave them in the plastic. I'm gonna get out this egg masher. Tater masher, egg masher. See what my sister does to me? She gets me so tore up. But there it is. Mash them taters. We only got 4 now, so. And I guess someday or another, I'll make a cake. And I got a cake icing smoother doohickey dad. Okay. Now I got all this trash. Walmart trash bag. Okay. And now she give me this little fancy butter brush thingy, my bob. And what you do is when you put your little bit, half stick of butter in there, in one part of your stove, there'll be like a little hole that lets the heat come up from your oven. You kind of stick your hand over them, and it'll tell you right quick which one it is. And I just stuck that over top of that ice so it melt that butter, so when them biscuits come out, slather, 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 right over top of them biscuits. Now, I'm going to go wash this because we got just a few more minutes. These biscuits are coming out. And I'm going to wash this because we know where it come from. And, okay. Let me go wash this and wash my hands and all that. All right. We'll be back in a second. Okay, they done. They ready. here we go. Look here. My sister brought me 2 fancy pot holders because she said I need to quit burning myself. So here we go. Let's pull them out and take a look. See, there they are, all the way across. Now I'm gonna hang these back up right here on this fancy hook. I would show you the hook, but everybody want them, and we don't want loads run out of them fancy hooks. We're gonna take his fancy butter brush, open it up, and we're gonna slather butter on top of all these biscuits. And she never did go find that blackberry jelly I was bragging on, but we will. We will here just in a minute. And golly, that's fancier than a pocket on a new shirt. I'm just telling you right now. You just rub that right across the biscuit. Look, look, look. Look at the butter rip off that. Tell me Mountain Man ain't getting fancy around here. Getting all kinds of new gadgets and gadgets. May have to do another show on the modern day gadgets and gadgets that might work. Now remember, the more butter you slap on these biscuits, the better they'll be. You can't do better than butter, except for you. I guess it's not supposed to be good for your heart. You can't live forever, people. Slap some butter on it. Okay. Now, let me get me a plate, a little blackberry jelly, and I'll be right back. Okay. Remember when I was making that apple jelly? I mean, that blackberry jelly, I said there wasn't no mistakes. If it didn't gel, don't worry about it. Well, I got some here that didn't gel. Different batch and all that. One that we filmed did do good, but this here didn't. But this makes blackberry syrup. It's like a blackberry syrup. Still good. So we're going to drop 2 biscuits in this bowl because I'm fat and I ate 2 biscuits. Okay. Then out of your fancy little butter dish, pour you, let me lay this down, pour you just a little bit, not too much. It's my heart. I'll eat it if I want to. And then we're going to open this up. And I'm going to use a spoon to show you the consistency of it. But see, it's kind of runny, but it didn't, I could recook it, but there ain't no need in it because I'm going to pour it over these biscuits. And as you can see, there it is, poured over them biscuits. I'm going to chop these biscuits up a little bit and let them soak that in, sop it up. Now, this is real good for you. Sugar, butter, bread, man. Look, there ain't enough in that yet. Look, so we got to add just a little gulp more. There we go. That's what we was looking for. Okay. Now, these are real good biscuits. But here, we'll give it a try. If she wasn't meaner than me, I'd smack her back right now. No, don't do it, Jordan. You end up in the hospital. Okay. Let me read. Let me make a statement. These are the best biscuits I've ever eaten. My sister makes the greatest biscuits on earth. She is nice and sweet and gentle and loving and makes the best biscuits I've ever eaten. Please try them. I said it just the way you wrote it. God. Now, all jokes aside, people, they do make good biscuits, and it didn't take long. You seen that, and I proved that an idiot can do it. So all I can say is eat your heart out. I'm gonna eat these biscuits. All righty. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. See, it makes me nervous. Hope everybody enjoyed the video. Hope it helps somebody try it. It's really good. Really, they are. They make nice biscuits, and if you've done like I told you, make some blackberry syrup and jelly, you can be eating what I'm eating. But have a good day. Have a blessed day. And be good to each other. And get out and enjoy yourself. Make some biscuits. Look, make biscuits. They're good for you. Except for your heart and your cholesterol, blood pressure, and stuff like that. But they're good for you. Look at the figure. See, I got my figure up front where I can watch it. And I'm on this seafood diet. I see this. It's about to get hit again. All right, we'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day.